So in this section, we're going to look at being a beat reporter, which is a big part of sports and how we cover it. Really, the whole idea of being a beat reporter is that you cover a team fairly exclusively, that you get to know all the players, literally and figuratively, and that you really kind of build a relationship both with the team and the readers. You are supposed to be the one that gets everything first. You are the person who gets the scoops. Every month you're in season, basically. There's no off time for a beat reporter. But it's a lot more than just going to games and going to press conferences. You really have to maximize your access to the team. You spend a lot of time with them, even when you're not actually covering games or covering practices or even writing stories. You're always attending media events, arranging interviews, going to all the practices. You're really kind of immersing yourself with that team in order to be the expert on that. Relationships are the key, so you have to get one with every person who's related, and that means from the most exclusive superstar to the secretaries and the janitors and the people who kind of know what goes on behind the scenes. You know, you don't know what you don't know, and that's kind of the biggest part. You don't know who to interview, how to start. So here's kind of how we're going to get started looking at being on a beat. Get comfortable. Let's try to hook up with someone who's covered it in the past. For our purposes, you've had a Lantern reporter who's covered the sport before. We have a Lantern editor. I want you to go out there and, get to know them. I want you to contact everybody, research, look at what's been written about teams in the past, really try to get a feel for what's happened. As much as you can read about what's been going on with this team, the better. And, ask for contact information. The worst anyone can say is no. And you don't want to harass people, but you want to make sure you have as much access as you can. And really start to build a system about how you're going to cover this thing. Get organized about, really building up your network of sources, keeping track of them, and keeping track of the different dates that are going to be important to you. The most important thing you can do is not to settle in. Just because you're on a beat, you get to know people. It's easy to get lazy, but that's going to be the worst thing that you'll be able to do if you're going to cover this team well.